Hi everyone, today we'll be learning about converting base 10 number systems to other bases. Before we get started on our problem, we should learn some vocabulary first. So our first vocab would be the base 10 system. And all it means is it's a way of counting numbers with only using 10-digit symbols and using place values. So 10-digit symbols would be from 0 to 9 and nothing else. Our next vocab word would be place value. And place value is a number value that a digit has by its position in a number. So for our first problem, we're going to convert 357 base 10 to the corresponding base 4 number. So when converting bases, you want to make a table so it's easier to organize and understand. So we're going to make a place value chart. And this is going to be 1 because 1's the base in the number system. And that we're going up by 4, we're going to start with 4. And we're going to keep going up. 16, 64, and 256. Because we want to see how far we can get up to 357 without going over. And so with that, we're just going to start subtracting. So our first problem would be 357 minus 256. So that would be 7 minus 6 is 1, 5 minus 5 is 0, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So we would get 101. And we can't subtract 256 from 101 again, so we're just going to put a 1 under the 256 table chart. And so we're going to move down to the next place value, which would be 64. And we could subtract 64 from 101, so we're going to do 64, subtract that, bring the 1 over, and that will be 47. And so we could only subtract 64 once again, so we are going to put a 1 under the 64 place value chart because we cannot subtract 64 from 47. So then we move down to the next place value, which would be 16. So we'll just do 47 minus 16, and 7 minus 6 is 1, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So we would get 31. And as you can see, we could subtract 16 again because 16 can go into 31. So we'd subtract that, and that would be 15. And so with that, we couldn't subtract 16 anymore. And as you can see, we subtracted twice with 16. So instead, we are going to put a 2 under that place value. And we'll just keep going down, which would be the 4 place value. So now we're going to subtract 4 from 15, which that would just be, because 1 minus nothing is 0. We just bring the 1 down, and so it'd be 11. And so we subtracted 4 once, but now we could subtract 4 from it again. So if we come up here, it will be 11 minus 4, which is 7. And we could subtract 4 again, because 4 can go into 7, and that would be 3. And so we can't subtract 4 to 3 anymore, and so we used 4 1, 2, 3 times. So then we would just put a 3 underneath the 4's place value. And now that we could subtract 1, we could subtract 1 until it comes to 0. And so it would be 3 minus 1, which is 2, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. And so we subtracted 1 twice, here, here, and here. And so we would put a 2 underneath the 1's place. My sources were engagenewyork.com. Thanks everybody for watching.